Alrighty, welcome back everybody. This is Your Money Sign, Book 1, Chapter 1, Segment number 6. Thank you for coming back. Today I'm talking about how money is only an idea. Alright, so the biggest thing is, what do you think about money? No, I mean it, like really. What ideas do you hold about money? Do you feel when you think about, how do you feel when you think about having money? Is money power or poison in your experience? Does money do a good service to the world, or do you think it's what's keeping it divided? Should everyone in the household make money, or should there only be one main provider? Please ask yourself these questions and explore what emotions or memories come up, because chances are you never have. How do I do this? There we go. Do you assume that everyone thinks of money as your family did like you were growing up? Is questioning money a defiant act in your circle? How do the people around you treat people when they have money or when they need money? I do hope that you're beginning to see that handling your checking account is so much more than just checking the balance before you go ahead and make a purchase. If you don't know what you are building, if you don't know how you are building it, and you don't even know why you want money, then you're never going to get large amounts of money and keep it. Look, money is an idea. It's like class or respect or integrity. These are just abstract ideas that each person must define for themselves. One person considers daily, hourly calls to be love, while another person considers not being bothered at work the idea of love. You've got to understand what is money. You've got to understand why is it important to you. Before you can even start balancing the numbers, you've got to understand what's going on at a deeper level. So, what is your idea of enough money? It kind of amazes me how many people I talk to when I first talk to them, and I'm like, I ask the questions. So, what are you building? How are you building it? And I also ask, how much money would you be okay with? Just okay with. How much money would you need coming in like every single month and you would be okay with it? And most people have no idea what the actual number is. Okay, so what's about too much money? What would it be where I said you have got this much money and you go, whoa, that's too much. I don't know how to handle that much. I don't want to handle that much. I don't want to deal with CPAs and financial advisors and, K&R insurance and all that kind of stuff. So what would be too much money for you? Also, what is not worth the effort money? I think this is an extremely important question to ask yourself. How much money is worth the effort? It's amazing to me. People will put the effort into making $5, $7, $10 an hour, but then they won't put the same amount of time and effort into making their whatever passion project is. It's amazing. So what is not worth the effort money to you? These are the ideas that are unique to you and can't be outlined in a self-finance book. Look, I'm not you, you're not me, okay? Is it worth the effort to me to go drive 6 hours so I can spend a couple hours hanging out with my number one fan? Then yeah, absolutely, I will do it. I have other people who swear it is the love of their life and they're not going to drive 5 hours. Maybe 50, but nah, not 5. So you got to ask yourself, what's worth the effort? What is too much money? What is not worth the effort money? These ideas are unique to you. If you're coming to me expecting me to tell you how to live your life, just go away. Just turn the video off right now because that shit ain't happening. This is your life. I can help you with some strategies. I can help you ask the important questions, but I can't tell you what the answers are. You are the one who answers to your life. Do you want to have free time? Or are you happiest when you devote 50 hours a week to a company? Look, that is not a joke question. I know people who they can't spend 5 minutes alone. They have got to be calling up people. They have got to be doing something. They like to be kept busy all the time. And then I have other friends who, if I talk to them once for about an hour conversation in a year, dude, we kind of over socialized at that point. So you have to ask yourself, only you know the truth of your own happiness. Remember, money is a tool. Money is a means to an end. I want you to know, what are you building? Why are you building it? And then we can figure out the how. I've witnessed too many times when couples get together and they never talk about their ideas of money. They assume that just because they're physically attracted to one another, that the money stuff will just not be an issue. But of course, at some point, it always becomes an issue. Do you value birthday gifts over an emergency savings fund? Is a massage every month more important than a monthly date night? Should the dogs get gourmet food before the kids do? Like, these are all linked to your idea of money and what you are trying to build with. So I want you to really understand and ask yourself your value system. Money is just a tool. It's just an enhancer. It's just an idea. I want you to stop thinking that money is the answer, because it's not. These are the questions that'll get you your answers. These are what you need to do to figure out your answers. What do you value? How do you want to live your life? How do you want to live your year? What are you going to do with your time? Those are much more important answers. There is a popular buzzword, FIRE, which stands for Financially Independent, Retired, and Early. And this has become a very common topic in these groups. A lot of people are asking, well, how do you date during FIRE? Look, everyone expects games during a date. Sorry, but humans are stupid. And most people assume millionaires should lie about their net worth until they find someone who cares about them for more than their money. But what about if you have your car paid off and your house is almost paid off and you haven't purchased a new pair of jeans in like 2 years? Do you put on your dating profile, I never eat out, I don't drive a fancy car, give a stock share for birthday gifts, and I enjoy long walks to save gas? These are serious questions, and if you're giggling, good. You're understanding the kind of resistance people are getting when they're valuing money. Because money is an idea. Just like having a soulmate, or freedom, or community. Before you can see what someone else values in life, you need to know what you value. Knowing what you value and then expressing that value through your habits and your standards is extremely healthy. If you do not state that you value saving up so you can be retired in 15 years, and then you try to go out on a date with somebody who wants to be able to go to the fancy concerts and get in fancy cars, and you're not going to line up. It's not going to matter. And the same is true with business partners. If you're trying to do a business and you need to raise funds, and one person thinks that, oh, I should get all my money back within 6 months, versus someone else who says, no, this is a long-term project. I'd like my money back in 5 years. You need to know what the money values are. What are you building? Why are you building it? And that's going to help you understand the how you should build it. Every self-made billionaire built different paths for themselves. Now, thankfully, we do not have to accumulate billions to live an abundant life. You don't. I'm so tired of meeting these young kids who are like, oh, I'm going to be a billionaire. I'm going to be a billionaire. Do you even know what that means? Like, do you even comprehend? It's like saying, oh, I'm going to cross the street versus I am going to travel to the moon and back. Those are two extremely different calculations, and you need to be aware of it. You do not have to accumulate billions to live an abundant life. So start asking yourself what financial abundance on your unique journey would mean. Do you need to have $5,000 a month? Or would $1,500 a month actually be pretty chill? And if you find you hold unhealthy, toxic, outdated, or even unnecessary ideas about money, change your mind. I love talking to people who say, man, when I first got into money, I believed this and this and this, and now I don't believe any of it. I can't even believe I used to believe it. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. Change your mind. It is okay to understand that you are being unhealthy. It is okay to understand that you are being toxic to your own finances. It is okay that you are trying to live up to some outdated belief system handed down to you, maybe by a grandparent that you really cared about. And it is okay to go, wow, maybe that's completely unnecessary. You see it a lot in dating when people go out when they're first starting out and they're like, oh, it's got to be the, the body, and it's got to be the hair, and it's got to be the car. And then 20 years later, they're like, dude, it's got to be the loyalty. It's got to be the commitment. It's got to be the maturity. So it's okay to change your mind around money. Look, as children, we adapted the implied beliefs of those around us, never realizing that we were witnessing them grow up too, okay? We were witnessing our parents, our grandparents learning how to handle these situations. We were witnessing economic changes, socioeconomic changes, social changes. We were witnessing changes and not realizing that, okay? So it is okay to question. It is okay to question, do I want to go to college? Do I want to have kids? Do I want marriage? And it is okay to change and to try new beliefs. It's okay. You know what? I came from this type of background. Maybe I don't want that for my future. Money is only an idea in your head, which means you are in control of it. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Please be honest with yourself. Journal it out. Ask yourself, what are your ideas? What do you believe? And it's humbling. It really is when you start going, damn, I have bit myself in the butt a number of times. Holy crap, I was being toxic. It is a beautiful thing to realize when you fucked up. So don't shy away from that. Don't try to run away from it. Don't try to justify yourself or run away from any of the emotions that come up for you, good or bad. Accept what is real and then embrace it. It costs you zero money to change your mindset. Money is an idea. So when you're trying to say, oh, I don't have the money, I don't have the funds, I don't have the fans, I don't have the followers, it costs you zero money to change your mindset. Thank you for listening to this segment 6. It's a little bit shorter than the last ones, but I think I'm just kind of adapting and growing onto what we were talking about the last few segments. I want you to really question yourself. Too many financial books are trying to program you, tell you what to think of money, tell you how to get in and out of money. And don't get me wrong, the systems are beautiful. They were there for a reason. Money does not run on anything other than numbers when it comes down to it. However, how you approach it, the ideas, the tools, what are you building? How are you building it? Why are you building it? These are the things I need you to be questioning. I need you to understand for yourself. It doesn't help me to know those answers. It does fuck all for anybody. It's for you. I want you to start being a little more self-centered. Yes, I think it's healthy to go, wait a minute. I have to know who I am before I can move forward and be strong in that identity. So thank you so much for listening to this episode. I appreciate y'all, and I will catch you on the next one.